Yo guys, what's going on? Got a really cool Chaos Gallantmon and Gallantmon deck profile for you guys for BT5 for Battle of Omni. This deck is super cool, lots of really powerful purple cards mixed with a lot of the new Gallantmon support, including cards like Chaos Gallantmon as well as Megidramon and even the new Black War Growlmon. So let's go ahead and get into it. So for the level 3s with the inherited effects, I am playing of course 4 copies of Gabumon and 4 copies of Skymon. Now these cards are very good because of their inherited effects. This one lets you draw 2 and trash 1 whenever it's deleted, and this one lets you gain 1 memory. They're both very good because you are trying to build up to your Megidramon plays, and whenever Megidramon is deleted, you actually get to play a Gallantmon from your hand or trash, so long as you have a Tamer on the field. So these guys are super good for plussing off of that deletion. Now for the other rookies, I am playing 3 copies of the new Guiomon. This guy is so abusable with Chaos Gallantmon, and I'll show you guys in the combos in a little bit, but whenever he is deleted by any effect, be it yours or your opponent's, you get to gain 1 memory. So super sweet. And another nice on deletion effect is Tapirmon. Again, trying to abuse him with your cards, destroy them as much as possible, and get that plus draw 1 off of it. So then for the champions, I'm playing, of course, 4 Devimon, 4 of the blocker Devimon, because you need the blockers as well as the fact that he's a 1 cost makes him super powerful. And then for the other champions, I'm playing 2 of each. I'm playing 2 of the Retaliation Devimon because it helps you clear out very powerful Digimon when you don't actually have an answer, because this deck, just due to space reasons, isn't really playing any, significant removal as far as option cards. And then we've got 2 copies of Devidramon, again trying to go for that whole plussing off of Megidramon's destruction. And then 2 of the other level 4, the 1 cost Meramon, just for a cheap alternatives to some of the other Digimon. And then now for the ultimates, I'm playing 4 Chimeramon because Chimeramon can be a blowout card whenever your opponent is trying to set up for a very powerful mega play. This can help stop that. Again, when you delete things like your own Guiomon and your Tapirmon, you get to plus that. Guiomon makes this a 6 cost instead of a 7. Chaos Gallantmon, if you do happen to have that on field when you delete something with this, you can plus off that by, bringing back something from your trash, or even using it on your own Megidramon to get rid of something, and then playing a Gallantmon for free. So that's super sweet. And then we've got 4 Black War Growlmon. This Black War Growlmon is super powerful. Digiburst 3 is, kind of pricey, but his effect, where you get to basically just play any level 3 purple from your trash without paying the memory cost, is super nice. Now, it doesn't actually activate on play, but nothing in this deck has on play effects as far as level 3 goes, and it just sets up for your Gallantmon plays very, very well. And another cool thing about this card is, if you don't have any cards in trash, let's say you have this guy out and you have a rookie underneath it and you want to play that guy, you actually can. You don't need a target prior to activation like already in your trash. Digimon is not as strict as a card game as something like Yu-Gi-Oh, for example. But yeah, so that's just a really cool interaction that this guy has. So that is it for the ultimates. For the megas, I am of course playing 4 copies of Chaos Gallantmon. This is your playmaker. This guy is basically Chimeramon, but only for a 4 cost, and he is a 12,000 level 6. So whenever you Digivolve him, you get to delete one of your other Digimon to delete one of your opponent's level 5. And not only that, once per turn, whenever one of your other Digimon is deleted, so yes, that includes by his own effect, you get to just play a purple level 3 from trash. So you can imagine, setting up with War Growlmon, deleting that same Digimon with the Chaos Gallantmon, deleting one of your opponent's Digimon, then getting that Digimon right back is super, super strong. This card is, kind of helps for the fact that I'm not playing too many option cards, but he's just super powerful. And not only that, but he also works very well with Black War Growlmon's inherited effect, where you can delete your other Digimon to unsuspend him. So you can potentially attack multiple times and just keep getting that fodder back from the trash every single time they're deleted. And then I am also playing 1 copy of regular Gallantmon. There's not actually any way to Digivolve into this guy. I wouldn't recommend playing him, but you can actually play him off of Megidramon's effect. So I thought that was a really cool interaction, and I thought it was worth playing at least just 1 copy of. Speaking of Megidramon, Megidramon is super sweet because he can Digivolve from both a red or a purple. Now, I'm only playing purples in the specific build, but you could focus towards a more mixed build. Whenever he's Digivolved, you get to trash the top 5, so that really helps set up for, your plays with Chaos Gallantmon, with your plays with Black War Growlmon, and whenever he does die, you get to just play any one of these guys from your hand or trash, so either area for free. Now, you do need a tamer in play, but we will get to that in a second. Now, for the last Digimon I'm playing is 2 copies of Omnimon Zord, because Omnimon Zord is just too good not to play in a purple deck, especially when I am playing Chimeramon and, you know, other Digimon that are very powerful that are under an 8 cost that I can just revive for free with Zord's effect. So a very nice follow-up to one of these guys' plays. So that's as far as the Digimon go. As far as the other cards, for the Tamers, I'm playing 4 copies of Takumi Aiba, as well as 2 copies of Matt Ishida. So Takumi lets you draw 1 every time you Digivolve, so you're essentially drawing 2 off of him. You know, you just have to rest him. It also does prevent your opponent. Now, this kind of hurts you a little bit because you do typically want to, like, attack security with Tapirmon or Guilmon or something, but this does help you, you know, survive against Rookie Rush type decks. It also satisfies the requirement for Megidramon, just a nice generic tamer for a 2 cost. And then Matt, of course, just to recycle any purple cards, be it your option cards or your own Digimon. And then for the option cards, I'm just playing a couple. Back for Revenge, because this goes nice with Megidramon. Whenever he does die, you can just bring him back and potentially use his effect again. Heat Viper, again, same logic. You're just trying to delete your own cards to get rid of your opponents, and this becomes a 4 cost if you do use it with Guilmon. And then this is a new option card from BT5 called Return from Darkness. It's essentially a Necrophobia, but for 1 lower, so you get to pay 4 to revive one of your own level 5s from trash, but you do have to delete one of your own Digimon. Now, this works very well with Chaos Gallantmon. You know, you basically get a free you know, fodder for that activation. With Megidramon, you get to, you know, play your ultimate and then play a Gallantmon for free, so that's pretty sweet. So I thought that was definitely worth including. And then for the Digi-Eggs, Demi-Miramon, I still think he's the best one, even in BT5, so playing 4 of him, and then just 1 Pagumon to round off the deck profile. So let's go ahead, get into some combos. So let's say you were able to Digivolve up into Black War Growlmon, and you do have the 3 required materials underneath it, and you've got something like Guilmon either in your trash or underneath them. So what you can do is activate, you know, Black War Growlmon's effect, trash these 3, and revive the Guilmon for free. And then what I can do is Digivolve my Chaos Gallantmon. So he is a 4 cost, so I'm going to go over for 1, you know, draw my card, and then use his ability to delete one of my other Digimon to delete one of my opponent's Digimon. So let's say they've got maybe a blocker or just any, you know, level 5 or lower. And then what's going to happen is both these effects will trigger. So 1, I can bring back my level 3 purple Digimon. So I'm going to bring back Guilmon, and I will also gain 1 memory because Guilmon was deleted by an effect. So go back to 0, and it is much more likely that you are at 3 because you are playing things like Matt rather than 4. 4 is a little bit harder to get to, so even being at 3 memory, you can still resolve this combo. And then what you can do is maybe attack and then use Black War Growlmon's ability to delete one of your other Digimon to unsuspend this card. So delete the Guilmon, unsuspend him, and then you'll gain another memory because of the Guilmon. Check a security card. So first check, and assuming, you know, you didn't die, you'll be able to attack again and check another security card. Another really cool combo you could do is if you are planning to delete your Megidramon, if he either has Skymon or you know, one of the Davidramons underneath it, any way to gain memory upon deletion. You could do something like Return for Darkness, play it for 4 costs, delete your Megidramon, and then revive one of your ultimates from trash. So let's say you've got a Black War Growlmon, and then what will happen is, you know, your inherited effect will kick in, you'll go back to 0, and if you did happen to have a tamer, let's say you had a tamer on field, you could do something like use your Megidramon's effect, which allows you to play any Gallantmon from your hand or your trash for free. You could take that even further if you did have a rookie already in play. So now you're at the point where you're back at 0 memory, you've got another ultimate on field, and let's say you had another Chaos Gallantmon in your hand, you could go Chaos Gallantmon for 4, draw off of his effect, delete this Guilmon with his ability to delete one of your opponent's Digimon, gain 1 memory from the Guilmon, and then both Chaos Gallantmon's effects will activate, and you'll be able to revive 2 rookies from your trash. So guys, that is going to be the video. If you did enjoy, go ahead and let me know. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.